Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers, and today I demand that you learn some riffs. This is a riff lesson, so I'm going to give you 3 or 4 cool riffs from my own repertoire for you to muse over and learn something from, hopefully. Let's start with the one that I call Part of the Plan. This is from my Rob Chapman work. I haven't even released this or recorded this yet, so kind of an interesting one for you. And it's really simple. It goes like this. It goes like this. So it's a study in rhythm with the right hand, but also a bit of hybrid picking. Hybrid. And that means I'm using a plectrum and I'm using... I just cracked up my bird in the corner. So let's start with an A chord. I'm just using my first finger for my A chord, pushing down the D and G strings, and I'm using my thumb to mute this open E string. So I get the A, the D and the G string. Then I'm going to kind of close this left hand mouth to mute the strings and give it a like that. Now in itself, that's a great exercise for you. Anything that involves kind of trampolining your first finger down the strings and then bouncing back off and muting with the 3 fingers is a really good thing. By the way, if you're going to mute a guitar string, it has to be with more than 1 finger, or you just get harmonic. No matter where you are, if you've got a good guitar, which rhymed. So, next thing is a G chord. Now I'm having to take my hand off and mute afterwards. And I'm playing my G chord like this. I'm including an extra 5th note in it. A 5th is an interval, and we'll discuss that when we come to the intervallic lesson. Then I'm going to substitute this G note for a G flat or an F sharp and give it a slight bend. So far we've got this. And then, so we're going to go, which is down, up, hammer, hammer. Down, up, hammer, hammer. 2nd finger, 3rd finger. Then we're going to pluck with my 2nd finger the open D string. And then back to the open E string. And then we're going to pluck the A string 3rd fret, give it a slight bend. And then pluck it again to the open A string. So slowly that is this. And all together you get this. Third time through there's a push, which means part of the rhythm comes early. Then we get to the kind of body of the verse, which goes like this. And for that I'm using the A, D and G string. I'm picking the A string to get to a clean tone. So I'm just hammering on my first finger to the D and G string 2nd fret. And I'm using these 2 fingers to pluck. So pick, pluck, hammer, pluck. Deactivate the flashback. So the next thing is practically the same, but all I'm doing is putting my 3rd finger on the D string 4th fret. Do that again for you. That's a hammer. Shift up to the 4th fret. So again, this is my 2nd finger on the 5th fret D string. That's just pick, pull, pull, pick, pull, pull, pick. I'll do that nice and slow for you to the B cam. Try and give you a black fretboard with the sun everywhere. Here's another riff for you. Again, this is pretty much unnamed, although I did call it Empire State of Ashamed. And this is a track that is again unreleased. Maybe one day it will be. It goes like this. So, it's actually easier than it looks, or I think it's easier than it looks, although I've played it for many years. And here it is, nice and slow for you. So, clean tone activated on the silverback. Let's tap it as well. By the way, this is one of the old losties. This is a proper full-on Chinese ML1 from yonder days with the Monkey Lord face on the back. Weighs 1,000,000 tons. Sounds great. I've got Dimasios in it. I feel a bit guilty because I'm a Seymour Duncan now, but hey, it sounds good. So, pause for coffee in a branded mug. Or unbranded as you wish. Here we go. So this is open E string, hammer down that second finger, pluck with this finger, it's all this finger actually, the fretted D string, back to that open E, then we're going to, little finger on the A string at the 5th fret, pick that, give it a little bend, and then pluck the D string, so far you've got this. Now we're going to pluck the D string, but my little finger's fretting down here at the 5th fret, and I'm going to pluck it again. So that's 2 plucks. And then pick the A string at the 5th fret, pull off, pluck the D string, fretted down the 2nd fret, and then pick that A string, 5th fret, and give it some wiggle. So you get this. That's riff number 2 for you. Hope you nom that one down to the good place and enjoy the exercise that will give your little finger, which was the reason for learning this particular lick. I've got one more for you. This is from a tune called City Will Burn from my days in a band I formed called the Black Hand, and it goes like this. I'm just going to teach you the first part that cuts through the pentatonic scales because you've just learned pentatonic scales, so it's a good idea for you. Here it is, nice and slow. This is an E. Now if you think about your scales and the way we're slicing through them, if position 1 is down here, because we're in a key of E, then we're starting on open string, position 2. So That's 3 to 5. Then open string again. Now we're in position 3 here. So it goes from 2 to 3. Now we're going to shift up again, open string, and we're in position 4. Back to the first finger, down the scale. So it's great. It's basically, this was me noodling around connecting pentatonics, and I came up with a really good riff. I think it's a good riff. So there you go. 3 riffs for you to study and learn. Take them on board I'm just kidding, I haven't ended yet. Take them on board and study them and go over them and take out parts from them that you think are cool and assimilate them, make them your own. Don't copy my riffs, but maybe use it as inspiration to create your own riffs this fine, sunny, warm day here in beautiful Brighton.